All right, quick little talk about words. Yeah, just words. Well, more than words, but words. What we can just talk. I mean, we can claim to be anything. That's how I always say. As a Christian, we represent God's family. I mean, we represent Jesus Christ. We represent God. So, as far as claiming to be a Christian or doing it, first off, our actions should show that we are. I mean, what we produce should be the key, where it's like, man, you can tell they are just by how they treat people, the love they have for people, and all that. Because if you're not, and it's easy to claim to be anything, and that's what I say. I mean, I've known people, and even like when I was younger, and I went to church with my family, and I'd claim to be if somebody would have asked me, I'd be like, oh, I'm a Christian, but I didn't care. I didn't live anything like it. And to me, it's sad, because then if somebody looked at me way back then and been like, that's a Christian's life? Wow. They can just do whatever. There's no accountability. It's just, because too many times people are like, well, I'm saved by grace. I can do whatever. Which is true. We are forgiven. We are forgiven. But when you have God's Spirit, when you have that Spirit, you don't want to do that stuff. And when you do, you feel bad about it. Any of that stuff, and I don't care what it is, any of those sins, that nonsense, whether, we all know what it is. And, if you like it and you're part of it, you haven't been filled with the Spirit then. And that's what I mean. So then to be like, oh, I'm a Christian, you represent something. It's just like if you work at a business, you don't represent yourself, you represent that business. Somebody has a bad taste, a bad experience at that business with an employer. They don't go away going, man, George was a jerk. They go away, man, I don't like that store, that place, they were horrible. So that's what I say. If people know we represent God's family. And I always tell people, like, you can claim to be anything. I can claim to be a millionaire. I can be like, man, I'm a millionaire. But again, if people are like, dude, you don't have any money, but I'm a millionaire. It's just words. It's just air, So, again, should be able to know by the love we have for people. I mean, the pure forgiveness, the anti-hate, just, being able to discern right from wrong, but being on guard and just always having that pure love for people no matter what, without wanting anything in return, not being like, oh, I'm gonna, because they can do this for me. No, doesn't matter their status, who they are. We just truly love them. And if we've been wrong, we truly forgive them in our heart and move on, knowing that we want forgiveness from God. So quick talk about just words, again, proclaiming to be something, just making sure we're following through as Christians and living out the life. Adios.